If you saw my last video, you know I'm stuck riding on the turbo because I broke my jaw. I'll do a full video covering what happened there later on. I gave you my tips, and you gave me a comment suggesting I do a challenge to raw dog the turbo. Now, I'm not doing 10 hours, but I will do is meet you in the middle at 100 kilometers. So today I'm going to be riding 100 kilometers on the turbo, no Zwift, no Netflix, no music, nothing but an empty wall. It's breakfast time. Today we've got peanut butter protein porridge with a little bit of cocoa powder and then some chocolate chips sprinkled on top. I've never actually done a full raw dogging turbo experience before, and if you don't know, raw dogging is... Raw dogging, in this context at least, is riding the turbo with no music. As I said, no Netflix, no Zwift, no nothing, no distractions, just me and the wall just locking into my own mind. Anyway, I haven't done this before, so keep watching if you want to see if I crack or not, because I might just reach for the phone. After all, my dopamine cycle is absolutely destroyed because of TikTok. Not sure what I'm going to do about that, but we'll give it a go. Anyway, here's the setup. We've got the Van Rysel RCR Pro, couple of bottles. One of them's just got an SIS immune tab, just some vitamin C and electrolytes, Saris H1 Turbo Trainer, and the rocker plate. And like I said before, you don't need one of these, but it just makes it a little bit comfier when you're riding turbo a lot. And then over here, we've got the Timer of Doom. This is all I have to look at, along with my Wahoo, of course, but you know, that's power numbers, and I'm not going to let my power numbers slip. This is an endurance ride, I've got to stay in zone 2, so that is a non-negotiable. Yeah, this is all I've got to look at pretty much, and then the distance will be on the Wahoo to get to that 100 kilometers. And in terms of other entertainment, of course, I've got the wall, the banisters up here, and my new little friend Steve. I thought, you know, I can talk to him, make some friends, have a little chit chat, because otherwise I'm on my own. Oh, and of course a light switch. Anyway, that's that. I need to get riding. Now, as always, I'm riding the lakes. This is the CX333s with the Podo insoles. These are custom insoles, which are very nice indeed. And up here, we've got the time-lapse cam that's pointing at me and the big timer. So you can see for real that I will be pedaling for the entire duration of this little challenge. I'm going to press start on the Wahoo, start on the laptop, and we'll get this cracker going. Nothing but the wall. Alright, start there. Start there. Now I like to change to a resistance percentage, because then it's just nice and consistent. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're 10 minutes in, and you know what? It's not that bad.
Are you sure about that?
I've done hundreds of 100-kilometer rides, like on the road, with no Zwift, no music. And then on the other hand, I'm like, boys, am I cooked? No, I'm joking. 10 minutes in, we're fine. So I thought it'd be a good opportunity to talk about the fueling for this ride. Normally for a 3-hour ride or an endurance ride, 3 to 4 hours, I'll try and aim for like 40 grams an hour of carbs. Now normally I'd be on the SIS bakes, but since I broke my jaw, I've been on the gels, the base fuel gels. Oh, and before I forget, use code RED10 for a cheeky discount. I'll put the link in the bio. Time for some boy math. We're at 16.4 kilometers, which roughly means we're at 1/6 of the way in. So, like, we're basically halfway there. Do this 3 more times, 2 more times, then we're halfway. And when you're halfway, you're basically there. So, boys, I've basically done it. I've cracked the code, haven't gone insane, and we're all good. End of the video. No, it is weird. I start like, and I just find myself like that reflex to like grab the phone and do something, because I am addicted to my phone.
It's the final bracer.
We are 48 minutes in. The novelty's worn off. Other than that, the ride's going well. We're sitting at a tidy 240 watt average now. Alright, so we've got the POV cam on. We're coming up to the 1 hour mark. And the morale's dipped a bit, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, obviously physically it's fine. I do this amount of endurance all the time, but yeah, I'm just sort of looking around. Yeah, that's the window. Yeah, that's the stairs. That's Steve and the light switch. Oh, that's my Wahoo. That's my shoes, you know. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Got a momentous occasion though. A big old countdown. Because we've got 3, 2, 1. 1 hour! 1 hour! And we've just got 2 more of those to go. There we go. Halfway there. We have done an hour and a half and 51 kilometers. Not one single click of the free hub. We are doing a true raw dog here. I have managed 4 hours to fall on the turbo with no clicks, but that was with Netflix. So this is the true raw dogging experience. I'm not quite at the level of insanity yet, but I'm feeling the urge to tell my friend Steve a joke. Alrighty, we're at 1 hour 40. Feeling a little bit low on the old carbs, so I think it is in fact time for gel number 2. Let's knock this one back, and hopefully that'll be enough to power me home. Which is 61.7 kilometers, and I'm starting to suffer from stage 1 number watching. The more you glance, the slower they move. I managed to fast travel through time up until this point, and now the brakes are on in terms of my temporal perception, and I'm trying to get back to the think tank in my mind. But yeah, I just can't keep glancing over at that big old clock. Getting the vlog out to talk to you guys actually makes it a little bit easier. This challenge will be like doubly hard. I'm thinking extreme mode, where we get like a dark shed, nothing on the walls, nothing at all. No Steve, no light switch, no banisters. If this video miraculously gets 1,000 likes, I will do not 1 but 200 kilometers on the turbo in the shed with nothing at all to distract me. No vlogging, nothing. Give it a like below if you want to see me do 200 kilometers in a shed. All right, 2/3 of the way. Final hour. It's always easy because you're just going back home. Except in this case, I'm already home, and I'm actually not going anywhere. So it's not that easy, because you always find the urge to just climb off. No, I jest. I train hours a day, but in my mind, this is a conundrum. It's a good bit of introspection, you know. I'm not fighting it too much until I look at Steve, and then I just wanna have a little chat, you know. That social connection with Steve. Am I your friend, Steve? Hey, Steve. Hey, how are you doing, Steve? Yeah, that's enough about me. How's the family doing, Steve? Hey, Steve, can I you love me, Steve? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 98, 999, 1,000. We're at 82 kilometers. I'm getting real bored. I'm looking at that clock. I'm looking at this clock. I'm looking at the kilometers. And I'm hungry as well. I'll be jumping right off and scanning some sweet treats and some rice. Probably underhydrated a little bit. The amount of sweat on the turbo cannot be underestimated. I've never actually used this camera angle before, so it might be really difficult to take me seriously with this angle. Ladies and gentlemen, I have made a clumsy error. I dropped my water bottle on the ground. My last few milligrams of electrolytes have fallen. But alas, I have a spare water bottle. I'm a little bit tired, but I wonder if a lack of mental stimulation probably makes me feel the legs a little bit more than I normally would. Only 13 minutes to go. Last little push to hold back the insanity as my final couple of brain cells duel it out. So we got a few minutes to go. We're at 97 kilometers. And I'll start cooling down in a couple minutes. I've got an interesting observation. So even though it's a mission to get through the 3 hours without thinking, you get to the end of it and it feels like nothing happened. The last thing I did was start riding, and now I'm about to finish riding. So all the bit in between, in terms of it in the memory, it's like, it's not so much there. It's like going to sleep. You don't remember being bored for 9 hours, you just went to sleep and then you woke up. It's the same thing. Maybe I'm getting loopy because I haven't really had much to think about or say, but 100 kilometers! Did it? There's the 3 hours, we're done. We are done. So here's a sound I haven't heard in a little while. I'm not going to do it again anytime soon. I like my Netflix, I like my BBC iPlayer. Anyway, if you want some tips on how to best ride the turbo in more comfort and how to get through it easier, click the video just over here, or here, I don't know which side it's going on.